omukulu Joseph Tamale Mirundi ndi waisano encho ya lero okuba ni mukwano gwaimwe ate omwana enzalwa ye waife ali mu business empyaka njebeta akataleke emigabo abandi babyeta stock markets abandi capital markets abandi investments manyi what gwe tuli naye bwendi kwenda okusaba balamuse kumemba tukibutire ku bice bijja mu maiso munange nkwandiriza ku Baba TV
Lady Neyanziza amaina baleta babye Dora nga nvirire mu kitongole kyebeta ICA Lion Group nga nife ICA Lion Group eli licensed under Capital Markets Authority nga nife abamu kuba players abali once wa Capital Markets okuba nti sobola okuba terekera sente dakula chifanana kitya okuba ine emitwalo J10 ojaba nga jijango jimununguzamu jakula then you know emitoti nebyo ebyenda ulodityo.
What are capital markets? When you talk about capital markets in Uganda, what do you mean? Chitegeze ngabula kataleke emigabo mutunda kataleka liwa bakazimba wa beli yake nakaseli yake wandegeya no kataleka nanja nakasero akataleke emigabo kaliyo
mpegano kana akataleke emigabo koti twidake takataleka nokati akokulengera mwenana n'obutungulu aye ko kataleka kolamu bintu emigabo investments tukobenga treasury bills emintu oti nebyo treasury bills bonds atenga obutalobo nebifo bye tutamu sente daife okuba nti tusobola okukuza sente d'omuntu watamu emitwalo 10 buli lunaku wabango ino omugabo ogwida ogukuwebwako okoba nti womalira ku omwezi lidda kuba emitwalo 10 n'enkumi 2 mpegana akatalako ako chovoma natulike etakatale ife datulenga otuwe sente tubenga tusobola okola ki okudikukuliza na akakatale ke tuli kwetaka Capital Markets Authority. So Capital Markets Authority buvunanzibwa tukobe nti authority part of government etwala abantu bona abaikirizibwa abali licensed okuba nti basobola okuba running investments d'abantu
batandika company nga kale ICA Lion Group nganze nzirawo beneyo kibayidi kati byo mutulimba nti nsolo okufuuka omu ku beneyo biyida bitya how do I come to own
kati mpegano ICEA yo first and foremost ICEA financial service company eina company 3 once wa ICA Lion Group ngerina tuyina ICA Life Assurance eyo nijo ulira ekola ku bintu products nga edobula education policies omwana ngali kwenda kusoma ndi kwenda kutereka sente myaka 5 myaka 10 myaka 15 both mu shillings ni mu dollar tusobola kubanga investments edo tudikokolera nga twakuza sente do ntini bwobo vile omubula mu bwensi buno omwana wasigala asobola kubanga asasulibwa ki school fees twabayo neda abakaire nti ankairike ayo bleed onkola sente dange buti nditaire mu kintu nga kyebeta annuities eyo nerina lyaki ya product yona yasigala ngesobola okuwanga kyewandiyese omusaala okusinziira ku bulamu bwomanirire aye nga tokairike ekirungi kyabyo tolikola twakoba nti so kye tukola oyenda sente imeka iwolowooza bwona okairika obulamu bwo cost of living
okubaawo wandivunye sente beka buli mwezi akantabwe munfunanga yobukaire buna ndakubaawo
butyawo kyetukola tulina category ibiri ed'abantu tu advisinga aretirinze yafuna NSSF ye atunze eitaka lye yebusogeeyo nayo
wakoni ntunze ku emigo 10 mfuniyemu emiliyoni 5
leta tuditeeyo so that tukukolera backward math obone sente imeke dinasobola okubeza oboyina miliyoni 4 buli mwezi then to working backwards twakoba principal je wetago okuba nga joyina otemu tubenga tusobola okusasula emyezi ejo emiliyoni 4 buli mwezi ate paka bulamu bwo iwe ng'oliwo
kwegamba ne bwemba nganza atali mukozi wa government nga bwena akali kanda kufuna ngoti ka pension nga aba government buli mwezi
teka yes
nga mukatayo
yes
Mzemba wa
dawalala
imwe mwatemangako
yes tuyinayo niifa abato abasobola okuba nti tukaina obwire katutengayo mpolampola tu building a portfolio eyo oba lump sum daba nga dirikula nti wonootuukira mu retirement oidaba okoze consolidated fund eyo enaakusasulanga kabiri esente edo ng'okoze eki oretirinze so ebika bibiri ayo eyo company ndala twabayo ni general insurance eyo nejowulira emiriro baba tv era ndava wano nga tumaze okuba insuringa contract eiraku twaba ni comprehensive amamotoka gemuvuga abe tugezeeko ife nga ICA teida kuzibuwala tugezeeko eyeba misconception y'abantu kubanga bw'obanga wafutwala policy yakoba nti bwenfuna accident emotoka yange ogikola waliwo accident nga tuyida kugi repairing waba weyinde ngeri totally written off kisinziira embeera ya accident era ne value yesente gye wataayo kubanga ebiseera ebindi oba n'emotoka nga million 3 watukoba nti ya million 10 nga nibwe tutuuka okukucompensatinga ate toyida kusobola kugula motoka ekola ki eri mwitulube eryo n'obuzibu but also a company endi wano gye tuli kwogera ku under Capital Markets Authority bajeta ICA Asset Management abo babeeta ba fund manager n'abakola mu byensimbi byonna emigabo treasury bills bonds buli kimu
ebintu ebyo lwaki biro byotegerekeka mu bantu kubanga kati omugabo oyo omusoga henda kintu kyabonaku kati oguze ekyo tikiki nebye mweti bwengula nimba wa sente edo kikyembonaku nti nguze ndira naki
mpegano kankuinonolemu ensi yaife eno Uganda erina kye tuweta monetary policy eyida ku behaving in two ways either eyenda kutoola sente mu bantu yeewola oba eri kwenda kwiza sente mu circulation yasindika rates daba nga kwegamba diri juicy nsamusamu omuntu yabanga koba bali kumpa 17% kanguleyo bondi eno kanguleyo treasury bill aye ekyendawulo ekyokujja direct tukobe mu Central Bank of Uganda n'okwidde waife collective investment schemes diri exempted from withholding tax okitegeere omusolo ogwo nkiwaiwe nga bwoli ow'amawulire emabega kwawe omwezi nga weeks nga imekanireero wali I think headline dembwine nga bawandiise ebayita I think New Vision nga bawandiise nti nga tuli kujaguza okuba nti twasoboire okuwangula government yaife okututegeera ife nga ba players nti omuntu wa wansi anaakulali bwe mba nga nkoze sente dange ndikola ku mulimu wano ku Baba TV bansaswire omusaala gwina taxes gwe dubitamu ate bwe ntereka ndikutereka kuba ndikwenda ku accumulating capital mbeku nikye neekolera oba neteketekere ebiseera ebyemberi oba financial obligations edendawulo denina school fees medical ebintu oti n'ebyo aye ate dona bw'odiirira mu kifo ky'okukuza kabiri dona waaditoola kuba naadikuza wampa emigabo gyange nti ompaire million 10 buti nkuwaire kubanga butisaawe eno bwe nkozesa rate gye tuliku tukobe 11.5% eyo eri net kwiwe gy'oli ezira ku musolo so tutwala 14.5 twakoba times principle nti million oba nkolerenga kwawo otyo math ate wali kuboneka toyenda math
kitufera obo mukabibya oli kunta mudu kastoira mu math nkolenga kwa
bwotwala 0.115 wakoba nti nkubiseemu sente dange tukobe milioni 5 oba 2 oba ndiwe diba 10 tukandogere ni dada wange olaali ereruuka wakoba nti esente dofu nokobe diba 10 okay wadigaita kuki ku sente do oba nga olifuna aye ate bw'olingirira fixed deposit edda bank bw'okubisaamu wafuna emigabo egyo kabiri bakukoba nti bw'oba bayiro investings okumala ebbanga lya myezi 3 oba 6 oba mwaka bajja kutoola ku withholding tax which is 15% kwedo dofunye income okitegeire so kitegeeza toyida kukula mangu naako koolifuna bali katoolaku aye boyidda under collective investment scheme kitegeeza nti ife ngaba players nga ICA asset management tuli exempted from okusasula egyo emisolo. So n'ensonga lwaki omuntu wa bulido yandyetanira okuyidde okuinvestinga ne collective investment schemes.
What are they? When you talk about collective investment schemes, CISs, collective investment schemes, what do you mean?
Neyanziza ekibuuzo ekyo kirungi kijja tuyamba okupikinga bannayiffe abali eyo. Nga bw'owulira ekigambo collective, tukobe nti it's pooled fund.
Kuvangana, kugemeragana, kugayita.
Oyogeire olusogo okuvangana.
Kuvangana, collective.
So, bwe nkozesa illustration, bwe mbanga musomesa ndakoba nina Benson. Ndikutaamu sente. Eda Patu, eda Dora, eda company A, eda NGO A, donor fund, donor policy ewe baikiriza okukuza sente, eda SACCOs. SACCO edili registered neditali registered. Dondona informal and informal tudikolaku. Niwe kabakabina kali yeyo obunige abwaife. Mukifo ky'okukola nga cash round donka. Mubaku ni part gye mukoba. Ife million daife dina 10 kadi tudite ku mweno Benson chebeta portfolio diversification. Ntikatute mweno Benson tusobole okubanga nze patu nani nole company eno Baba TV ani buli omu aina operational center nga tali because at that particular point. Tamu Benson yeno ife nga ICA tubenga tuyoire Benson tuje tu investing mu fund yeyo je tuido okweta ICA for instance money market fund. Okay? So tiya ICA wabula yaba investors bana ba subscribing ze mu Benson
ifutaire mu bafu. Bwetwala tambafu twagemya iwe. Iwe watwalawo. Waditwalawo.
Na aditwala na investinga mu bitunga treasury bills nga bonds. Bino otaningiriro tewabisoma ku mukama saye kankwinonole. Treasury bills ni bonds, they are government securities.
Bo bitwale eyo.
Na digula dinzo okuba nga di released. Tukobe but the releasing nga twinede myezi esatu 91 day treasury bill. Twineda 182 days emyezi omukaaga. Twaba ni 362 emyezi 12 omwaka. So buli emu badi releasinga ngeri ku rate yayo. So tukobe nti ere eri ku tradinga ku 8.7. Bwendigula iwe bwojayo okubiddinga iwe nga iwe. Tuyina kye tweta primary market, twaba competitive bidders ni non-competitive tier. Kati competitive bidders naida okuba mu nga company edina massa edina sente nga ICA insurance companies. Edisobola okuba dina sente d'abantu ningi tuyina muscle, financial muscle. So bwe tumala okugula twa setting a price for the other people. Nti government ebe ine okuba tulikwenda sente nga bilioni 5 kankobe. Aye tidida asobola kuditola ku muntu mulala baida twabanga ife nga company collecting edo sente okuva wa buli omu twaba wa Benson yaife twa negotiating a rate. So kubanga ndi mu bedo
mu Benson yeno mulimu emitwalo 10
owaka
waire
we 10
wona what guys diweze emitwalo 10 tudiwaire tulikuze mu treasury bill nga tukende ku treasury bill eno banadikuma emyezi 3 by that release ko emitwalo tugeze 3 difuke 13.
Yes.
Mutika bilifa abaja ke tutamu patu ni babula tufana tutia batuwaire 3 jagalala.
N'ensonga lwaki wetaaga omukugunganzi tinze Dora ICA okuba nti bwe mala okuinvestinga eida kabiri yairire emitwalo egyo 3 breaking down okusinzira buli omu kyakoze yasuulamu
ekine nafuna
kinene eyasuulamu ekitono afuna
ayigano mukwiduza bafuti mufwayi buli omu asulamu kyasobola
ate ekyo kirungi nokubanga omuna Uganda kyeyandibaire nga ayenda titusosola titiringa nga bank nti wakawombi tumuwaire rate ya 12 ow'emitwalo 10 tumuwaire oba ndala percent. Mwena muli mu Benson yet ndala return je tulijja okufuna kweno Benson ya buli player ali mu Benson yeno ayera nga math bw'omwidi odafuna endala kati bwenkoba nti woli wa 10 ow'emitwalo 10 or rather ow'emitwalo wa million 10 yena yafuna ki omutwalo gwe ole yaja kwegamba wakawumbiye na yaja yafuna miliyoni ye wakitegeire buli omu mwitulubalye yabanga rate a breaking bad down ku kyobo otairemu aye ole kuwe yambayi wowe 10 okutapinga into chetwandese economies of scale using muscle ya ino bensin
okay
oyinza obutafuna 11% ku mitwalo gyo 10 wenka
ebizibu ebindi ebyabakozi bwenandigula okupangisa ekizimbe sente dikole ebyo mbyewoniza nze mbagayire imwe ni omwidi bwe mukola nalinda amagoba
ate ni risk ogitutyamizaako nti sente do diri so if ICA tulina chebandyese mission. Our mission is to protect and create wealth. Ekintu ekyo tutandika na protect kubanga ompaire sente do nina okusooka okumakinga sure capital gwompaire oba savings do dompaire they preserved. Bwe mala okwensuring ekyo kusinziira ku investment policy yange which subscribes to of course the regulatory overall regulations governing capital markets. Nategera nti buti nku protecting ile sente tudijja kubula izila wenja kuira kukoba ate wampa iko mibuti ndiko wamwenda edo story dizirayo. Then my next aim kubanga tompa ile kuti amanado is kukuwa return mugabo kudikuza so nino making sure nkuiriza emitwalo 10 plus wakitegeire omutwalo mulala
tuumulire ku plus awo tuire kufinula kaloli ku Baba TV.
Eno ni Gangamka ku Baba TV. Eno ni Baba TV obusoga bulaire.
Olususu lw'omwana wange lwetaaga endabirira eyeesigika kyenva mmonaaza kyogero vitamin E soap ate ne mmusiiga kyogero vitamin E pink jelly okusobola okukuuma olususu lwe nga lulamu. Omwana wange n'anyirira ne yeeyagala n'abeera musanyufu buli kaseera ate ne famire yange nayo tukozesa kyogero products y'ensonga lwaki tunyirira. Abazadde tukozesa kyogero products omuli cocoa butter jelly and soap, aloe vera jelly and soap ne non-perfumed jelly. Clean your skin ng'okozesa kyogero products. Asangibwa mu maduuka ne supermarkets okwetooloola eggwanga lyonna.
Buli kumakya nzukuka n'essanyu
ku Rose Farm nebakanga mu majja
lunaku lupya bilata bipya Rose Farm akyusiza obulamu bwange
mama nebakanga mulungi muwangazi gwakolebwa n'obukugu obukyasinze.
Tupaniza mu family yaffe y'emifaliso gya Rose Farm. Muno mwe muli buli kika ky'omufaliso kyonna kye wali owulidde. Rose Farm, ensi y'ebirooto ebirungi.
Bw'oyogera nnyaffe Uganda ku Radio Africa tolemwa kumwenya olw'akamwenyumwenyu akajjudde abanywanyi. Embeera y'obudde yatukolako mukwano n'obutonde obutubeezaawo ne butusobozesa buli omu okubeerawo mu ngeri ye kuba ffenna tuli banjawulo ne mu ngeri gye tukwasaganyamu emirimu gyaffe. Naye ekitugatta ne tufuuka omuntu omu bwe buwoomi obuva mu kyokunywa ekya Hallelujah Jingatted Drink ne Hallelujah Tamarind Drink eddekende erikumala ennyonta ate nga wejjanjaba omubiri gwo. Ekyokunywa kino kye kitegeera emibiri gyaffe kuba kya butonde 100 ku 100. Woomerwa ekyokunywa kirimu omubisi gw'enkooge. Hallelujah Tamarind Drink ne Hallelujah Jingatted Drink bikolebwa ba Hallelujah Reflexology Healthy Solution and Nutritional Research Center Limited. Weefunira ekyokunywa kya Hallelujah leero okuva ku maduuka wonna. Bakubire ku noti 393 24 15 6.
Get yourself a Zuku TV decoder and satellite dish today at a low price of only 105,000 Ugandan shillings, and a Zuku decoder at only 60,000 Ugandan shillings, and enjoy your favorite movies, series, kids entertainment, music, local and international news, and lots more. Enjoy amazing packages like Zuku Smart, Zuku Smart Plus, Zuku Classic, Zuku Premium, and Zuku Asia. Get connected today. Zuku, life got better.
MTN! Tusako mwana mulezi omuyaka bwati King of the East Saka Free Boss nanyini mavoko ama height gawaya tulerinya nayimbira omutanda
Omito Palaso
Muchivulu Love Festa ukulugogo Cricket Oval Kuloktarunga mwende June Shilingi mitwale bili VIP mitwale tano Emeza ya milioni 3 Saturday nga 10 Mbarara Ajip Motel Omutwale gumu VIP mitwale bili Sunday nga 10 Fort Portal Muchisawe Shilingi omutwale gumu VIP mitwale bili Friday 10 June Eruwero Muchisawe Saturday nga 17 Jinja mu Trans Gardens Sunday nga 18 Mubenda Muchisawe Wona shilingi omutwale gumu Palaso nga konkonye ndonge yuwano mama Mujetu muwagire Mujene bibebi binaronda nze namala Ebisajja bi mala mungu ongere Bitegekedwa saba folo baram Nebiwagirwa Pepsi Cola
Hotel
Radio 4
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Enoni Baba TV Obusoga Bulaire. Eno ni Gangamka ku Baba TV.
Baba TV program Gangamka tulina naye abalina abayitulina ku by'okutali emigabo obutali bw'okukolera awalala kigambo migabo kyatulwa ebintu kamaala wali wantu osobola okuteesa ente nga tokuluusana dodda akukolera nekyandibala ekigambo ekituufu nti otaayo iwe weewuumulira walinaga kumanya nti buti nodikoze kale Deborah ono oweruuka akola niba nafe bayiseya Land Group abali wansi wa Capital Markets Authority era Capital Markets Authority kitongole kya government ekigemagana kwabo abasuubulagana mu bitagemwaku aye nga tebireeta empiya otukenga bali kutunda ati muno osobola okugula omugabo mu kintu gundi osobola okugayita n'abantu gundi osobola okola otyo nga bwakubye temuyinza okuba ni ssente abandi baidanga basako baataawedaibu owundi nga muntu sekinomu yataakwedidde eyindi nga kampuni yataakwedidde badigayitala bajja badikozesa bwe bayira buli omu yafuna kyateeka okufuna okusinzako ekyo kyeyataamu omuganda kyakaati kyosiga kyokungula so byaba yali kutwinondola mulimu ebika. Do you have types of these CISs?
Yes. So under CIS, or what is commonly referred to as unit trusts, tuina unit trust edenda ulo. So ekibigambo bino ebyoluzungu bitatu confusing. Unity ni kyoguze. Trust ni fund. Okitegeera bw'obigayita wakola unit trust funds. So under unit trust funds osobola okuba ni funds nga dina the addressing objectives danda ulo. Wanga catering for different investors with different objectives. What would be the objectives? Ntize ndi kusavingira long term. Kitegeeza mba neetaaga fund ejo kumpa higher returns ate ngesobola okuja into long term securities. So tuina nga bwenkobe treasury bills they are short term. Diba dikoma ku mwaka mulala. Ate edo diyamba omuntu nti bw'oba oyenze sente edo. For instance, ICA money market fund. Yo osobola okutambula ero kasitoba ngoba ilinifa okumala omwezi mulala osobola okutransactinga as and when you wish osobola okuba nti nina mu million danga 2 bampeyo million 10 divuze eri akataka kenendo okugula tuidi nti eriyo other alternative investments edisobola okuleeta higher yields than these but collective investment schemes or interest dikuyamba okuba parking bay for your funds before the final resting place. Bwemba musuubuzo wa wansi ere mu kikuubo nandibayire embeeta bananga abo oba mu butale nti ng'okaali kutambula kujja kusuubula gy'osuubula olina miliyoni $3 doli gy'okozesa oba okuleeta container aye taamu miliyoni $3 ku 11% oba ku 10% oyida afuna tukobe miliyoni 3 buli mwezi miliyoni $3 bw'oba ojja kutambula mu myezi 6 3 kubisaamu 6 sente imekedo paatu
3 mu 6 oba mu 18
miliyoni $18 tidukumala ticket kutambula na kujja kusasula ku accommodation
emala
ayo obwine nti okoze iseedo sente returns dofunye nga togemye ku capital wo
ndikukibona capital asigare ng'alinga bwali akagwako kenkoze
isaamu twabayo niba naife bano aba retirinze bona batamwedo miliyoni 3 yaba ng'alifuna miliyoni 3 twadimusasulanga ku account ye buli mwezi
okumala olwibanga ki
rayenze as long as the miliyoni 3 dikaliyo dikamukolera data NSSF dide ife tulidi kozesa buli mwezi kumuwa sente
yali adigwaku so bwembala okulyako emyezi nga 12 menika nti buti 3 byange mbitwala
osobola obitwala nibo otukoba nti bituwe mu mwezi ogwokubiri oba ogwokusatu tudikuwa dondona eno titukulokinga in nebimu ku birungi ebidirimu byewandikobye nti advantages dokuinvestinga muki mu unit trusts titukulokinga in exactly to same money market osobola okutolayo dondona to 0 osobola okutolayo omugabo dead kubisaamu donka osobola okutolayo half osobola okutolayo kyonkyona so tulina money market fund nedo editajja ino mu bintu bya long term investments so bwemba ndikwenda kusavingira tukobe retirement yange ndakunoonya ebintu nga growth fund okitegeera oba bwendogera ku ICA tulina kyetweta fixed income fund eyo catering for investor ali kwenda long term a bit beyond oyina okuba nga osobola holding a standard at least for 2 years for it to make sense for you nze bwemba ndikujja kugula bonds mu pie chart yange nga nina mu asset allocation nga nina mu bonds mba njagula bonds eda 20 years 15 years okitegeera nze nlookinze up sente aya ataidukira iwe tukulookinga up mu myaka 2-3 osobola okunona sente dodondona aya nze nakugulira instruments edi tradinga at a higher return 17 let's say %. Aye you will enjoying did not any time osobola okuexitinga so meaning we overweightaga that kind of pooled fund okitegeere ni investor ainawo ku sente duwero okutaamu okubanga msobola okuzanisa sente edo ate nga tolokinza apchi bantu so twabanga tulina money market fund twaba tulina fixed income fund twaba tulina kyetweta balanced fund which for it nga bwowulira erina balanced eida kubaako mu bintu nga kyenandyese fixed incomes treasury bills bu bonds bu fixed deposits bu near cash a bit of corporate paper ebintu oti nebyo then 50 yindi yaja mu equity markets nedo shares obweda doli kwetachi emigabo but emigabo ejo omuntu yena aligula ekintu ekirimu emigabo alina okuba nga ali visionary ali long term kubanga buti baba TV eyinza okuba nga eri profitable singa baile listed ate shares titugula buli wamu olina okuba nga you listed company stock exchange markets
listed no okuba ntya
listed no okuba nga moluso ganja kinonola ntya
listed waikirizibwa
okukola nga MTN so we had back before MTN listing it became a requirement for the telecom companies okuba nti the opening up shares to the public
okuikiza abantu babulidde bona okuba mu kunobwa nanyini mu bintu ebyo
na wayanga ni
twena batuwaku nti akasente kaife tumufunaku
nti buli lwokozesa mobile money wano transaction neja kakosta kakali kujja ku ewa shareholder wa MTN
akagoba ke bali kufunaku
fena tukola ki tuliaku so chabanga eyo 50% eri mu equities oba mu shares ebanga yona eri long term kubanga butini zo butatandikirawo kufunira mu buti kanku example ya telecom bwe twatandikira twalina nga scratch cards the most booming business for telecom yali voice only voice aye tujire nga bwobona advancements mu technology voice tekasobola kukola sente donka baida bayongera mu data wobona buli omu alina whatsapp buli omu smartphone bulelere turandinga ku data then
akebitaanu akebisatu tetukabira nga tuzira data
kabiri kyona wabona nti bayongera mu portfolio yindi which is the mobile money wandidese products wandidese portfolios okitegeire so donedo dabanga bodita together the different business avenues bringing in profits
okay.
So bwedibanga nedo ekitegeza butyeyo bwida ya listing anga company of course there are things they look at corporate governance your health position your financial position to allow you to trade to be able and also the reputation, the corporate reputation, being GNAB into consideration to be a listed company or to be to that level that you qualify to be a listed company.
Okay, tumanirire nkola nti if you don't restrict, everybody will do. Now Deborah is here, another person going to say, we also do. Ngweni kubafere. How can I know that these particular ones, CISs as we are calling them, collective investment schemes, are licensed by the Capital Markets Authority, so that I don't go with Abafere, because otherwise if I don't do that, everyone will come claiming Zena ndiwano nize ndiwano. Or all are allowed. What are those particular ones that the Capital Markets Authority has licensed to deal in collective investment schemes? Because this is collecting people's money, which is public money, and for one to do that, it must be really licensed. We must know, are you allowed to deal in this? Is this school registered? Is it licensed? So that I don't just get into that. I want to welcome Martin Owinyi. I don't know, Martin. Anyway, we have 20 minutes left. Whatever you are able to do in the 20 minutes, we will do that. Let me start with this so that Barbara takes a break. Capital Markets Authority, which CIs are licensed by, CI managers are licensed by CMA.
The CIS managers are collective investment schemes. A collective investment scheme is when you have a situation of, for example, treasury bills, and the Capital Markets Authority says we will license people who can sell treasury bills to the public. These people will collect the treasury bills and put them into a basin, break them into units and sell them to those who are interested in buying those units. If you like my units, if you trust my units, buy my units. Hence the name unit trusts. Unit trusts in Uganda are sold by ICEA. That's where Babiri works. They are sold by Sanlam. They are sold by a company called Zeno, Britam, and UAP Financial Services.
Oh, so those ones now work on behalf of Bank of Uganda or on behalf of Capital Markets Authority?
Very good
Who
question.
of them is closer to Bank of Uganda and the other?
When you look at Capital Markets Authority, it's a sister regulator to Bank of Uganda. They are brother and sister. So under Ministry of Finance, you'll find there's Bank of Uganda, Capital Markets Authority, Insurance Regulatory Authority, Uganda Retirement Benefits Regulatory Authority. These are brothers and sisters. They work together.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you, for example, are looking at a situation of somebody comes to you and say, I want to give you a financial product, you should always ask, which license do you have? Bank of Uganda, Insurance Regulatory Authority, Capital Markets Authority, or Uganda Retirement Benefits Regulatory Authority.
All of those licenses?
All those give licenses. If you find they don't have a license from one of those, then you should put a question mark there.
That's now understandable. But how can one invest in collective investment schemes? Like I am here now. I get my salary. How can I?
If you want to invest in a collective investment scheme, the first thing you need to ask yourself is, Do I have money? What am I doing with that money? In Uganda, you find money in the mattress.
Yes.
In the
pots, Osaka, Osuwa.
Exactly. Then if it is a savings group or an investment group, it's in a box. And it is just staying there doing nothing. So the first thing you must ask yourself is, where is the money? In the socks, in the box, or in the pocket? Or is it not there? But as long as you have 100,000 shillings, you're a candidate.
100,000?
Yes.
Mitwalo ikumi. 100,000?
Yes. Yes.
Give me the mathematics. 100,000 and
what you do then is you say, I am looking for the best opportunity for this 100,000. If I have 100,000 and you have $1 million, and we go to the bank and we say, give me an interest rate, who will get the higher rate? The 1 million or the 100,000?
The 1 million.
Yes. But in collective investment scheme, you all get an equal rate.
It's not possible. That mathematics doesn't work.
But my sister here will.
But ugaita?
Chenda kwinonoire ekyebbafu tienda weerabire.
So letamanna abona bwabbafu tamanna buli muntu kyaswire.
Owa 10 owa kawumbi owa miliyoni endala tutaire walala to investinze wazila segregation in returns. But chenda kwinonoire nti ife nga fund manager then will get down and break down the returns on investment to comment part yataire mu 10 afuna 10. Owa miliyoni endala afuna mutwalo. Owa miliyoni 10
afuna kakaire
10. Owe miliyoni 10 afunye you get chicho chitopaka kuwa kawumbi alifuna miliyoni 10 buli mwezi.
Okay. Imwe nani abasasula?
So
because you are doing that on my behalf. So
yes.
Do I pay you? I say as salaries. Do I pay capital market salaries for you working for me? Nani abasasula? Okay,
so engeri gundi did set up ngabo uli regulator wife ni capital markets. So we have the beauty and the most it's one of the other features of Untrust is that they are transparent. Chetuli kola wetuli kuta detufunye bwetudigabanya osobola okigobera okibona ku statement yo buli mwezi. But also too, as a regulator tuina set industry price. Ezira koba mbunze kubanga nkoze ino oba nkoze nchinja kucharginga 5. No. Across, for instance, money markets, we all charge 2% per annum on assets under management. Ekyo kitegeeza bwemba ndi kwenda okuba competitive.
What are you calling assets under management? Nasoma assets, I know assets means these ones, buildings, what. So when you say assets under management, do you mean that physical infrastructure or virtual infrastructure, virtual assets like?
So ebafu eno tuyireyo ku bafu yaife. Nze kyendi kweta asset yange
ni bafu
ni dino collections d'abantu.
Kitegeere.
So bwendi gema nakola consolidated fund
ekyobugayiga
kyange kyendi kweta kyendi referring to
okubi oti mu bafu eno eboti yalumbe omuntu asobola okutaamu ni kampuni yataamu
ni sako yataamu
ni sako mu kyalo twataamu.
Yes. Ate osobola okutaamu nga matini watera mu family yo waba ni different sub accounts nga addressing objectives ni goals dandawulo. Because we need to be smart. Nenda nkuweyo ensonga lwaki to appreciate such things. Tuina abagayiga bangi no betubwine mu Kampala yaife muno. Nga bagayiga. But one visit to Kobe to Aga Khan Hospital over South Africa. Yeah, 3 visits that are depleting our funds. So tuina ku investing nga tuina objective mu bwongo. For a rainy day, for the uncertainties, for the risks. And the more you get close to such funds, the more you get comfortable with the language of investments and security as an individual, financial security. Because eventually, Fenga ICA, the pride is that we are a one-stop shop center for finances. Chena kukobentu ina company maker isatu. Boida wa investinga wano, iwenga part wangi. One of the benefits you'll enjoy is to have professional advice, which we are calling the investment advisory. I'll be able to tell you in part, what are million de chikumi? I I see that Chinechukumi makes 10% of your total, I mean, maybe makes 90% of your total life savings. Ato in emyaka nga na tili providing as an example. So, or in emyaka na netan. What are the chances that in the next 10 years you still work on the same level of energy and bring in the same, maybe or even double your efforts? It means you're slowing down. But mu IT, you might become obsolete. So it means could I see in Sasula Bukalamu. So I'm so then we start to advise you. Also part of what the fund managers do is investment advisory. You'll benefit free of charge. Otaile million days to unkuidinga part wange. I know that this is probably 90% of center doina mobotakabo mobochi bulichim. So it becomes my responsibility to open your eyes to other risks that can deplete this fund, even when you've worked so hard to make sure that you have a financial health position. So tolingirire bintu bo retiringa for those of us who have medical insurance paid for by companies. What happens when you step aside?
And the company can no longer
those benefits. You understand? So we're seeing people ngo innocent do okoze bulungi, but waralam wafuna mukakunenyam. Some people are just sliding in bathrooms. Let me give very basic examples. Disc tuka, and one small accident costs you lots of money for operations. But when you're with us, we are able then to look at your pie chart and say, okay, you're doing this and you're having your cost of living, your current cost of living being met. But have you looked at this other risk? So we then develop products in, for instance, the sister company. We love to use the insurance side because they buy off the risk. Then it becomes long term for them to be able to invest sente competitively and give you a return and also make a profit for the company for which we are not an NGO, definitely. So we make a profit. So to akuwa product ngekoba nibo bo retirees katukutele mu medical benefits. For instance, the annuity product, it has a medical benefit to it. Bakoba patu, and we think for the people. We see through the eyes of the customer. So we titui the comment patu na alikola katuwe extension ya medical kupatu yenka. No, we incorporate your spouse. We respect the love. We respect the union. So even the product is designed looking and seeing the needs of the customer.
Because so I may be healthy, but when my partner is not,
yes,
it's actually my problem.
Yes.
Great. We have a few minutes left. I think 2 minutes left, and it cannot all be rosy. There must be a problem somewhere. What are the downsides? But what are the downsides of CISs? There must be a problem somewhere.
Number one, when you are investing in a collective investment scheme, you need to understand which one am I investing in. There's the one that invests in shares. That one can be risky because the price can go up and the price can go down. But most Ugandans want the one that invests in treasury bills because there it's stable and your principal, the initial amount you put in, is protected. But at the end of the day, once it has gone, it has also left your pocket. You no longer have control of the money. That's a downside. There's a cost to it. It's not for free. They will charge you, but they will be able to still pay you an interest daily, but something is also going to them. So those are the pros and cons of investing in the unit trust. But what you need to ask yourself, is it giving you a better interest than your bank? Is it giving you a better interest than your savings account? Those are the questions you need to ask yourself. Is it giving you an interest?
Is it better than me buying a piece of land somewhere and say I'll sell it after 5 years?
Those are the questions.
If I got 100 million and gave it into a CIS and got the same 100 million and bought a piece of land after 5, and I gave all of these 5 years, they were investing it, and then some piece of land there and kataire ku fence where do I have a higher return?
Mpegane chintu chonachi ogire in the beginning, and we said we want you to treat these unit trusts as a parking bay for your funds before the final resting place. We are very mindful, and we know that there are other alternatives that can give you higher yields. For instance, I always have these arguments with my friends from the West Abagulente. I buy it at mitwalo, let's say atano. Bwenjikulizamu na jifeedinga for another 7 months or 6. Mbandi jitonda milioni dange ibidi. You understand, or so the math adds up with volumes, and it's the same thing you're saying. Bodimpa na data wano, and then versus okugula or buy a plot of land. So these things, depending on where even the plot of land is, they're not the same. But before you buy the piece of land, which could be your objective for now saving or consolidating or building this portfolio to 100 million, where is the money? The question should be, wherever your money is it performing beyond, above the inflationary rate of the economy or not? When a savings account gives you 3% on the money on your account where you're saving to buy this land, where is the inflationary rate at of the economy? We declare inflationary rate. Purchase the amount galimo sent to purchase the goods and services. Yes. Which we can even go deeper to break it down into core and headline inflation. So bobona mafutanga gali kushutinga sukali, those are immediate things that affect us if engo umuntu wa bulido kubanga nino kulya bulunaku omwana ino kuba ni sukali mu buji
Okay,
so
in the interest, I want us to wind up with just one question, and I'll give each of you 30 seconds. Why are Ugandans not investing in these things that much? Is it a question of awareness? Is it a question of risk? Is it a question of the economy and its structure? Watch it to read.
Okay, let me start. I would say that Ugandans are waking up, because when you look at collective investment schemes, in total there are over 1.5 trillion. So Ugandans are beginning to see that this is an avenue to be able to get a return on a daily basis. And that is interest upon interest. That is a winner as far as we're concerned. But the truth is, we thank you so much for allowing us to come, because out of this, what we're realizing is more people can be informed, because that 1.5 can now become 3 trillion as people wake up. Even just 100,000 you can invest.
Ng'osiibula pa kino ky'okoba abasoga ku bintu by'okobye. Balika ati waleetaawo omuwala yatutendera ati mbukoodi bino ati koodi n'ow'emitwalo 10. Nze bankubireyo.
So nze kyenja okoba abantu nti ky'obuuzizza ekibuuzo, what is the problem rush tibachidi? It's what Martin is saying, but in summary it's not enough awareness, which is the reason why today morning we are here as a person from the regulatory body and a person from the market player ICA Lion Group to come and give you that comfort nti tuli regulated, tuli licensed. It's not a Ponzi scheme, tibidi nganga bile byemutamu pyramid schemes dayika asoka munafunamu. So we're actually trying to step out and say, because if people can put money in the Ponzi schemes, it's because they probably don't know. You understand? What is the other alternative that is regulated, that is safe? That even when you can't lose your money, nzenibwe exiting anga ICA from the market, your money is available and safe, given the structures, which of course that will take us into a whole different, discussion. So tulikobo muntu wa bulido, utilize this opportunity while it still lasts. Oteyo, enjoy savings without taxes. And if you want to reach us, ICA is located at Renzori Courts. Renzori Courts, nechizimbe chilidani round about ya Sheraton ya awocho. Boida ku ground floor abuza asset management. Oida kubanga otutuka ku bulungi ino.
Kale, thank you Barbara, thank you Martin from the Capital Markets Authority and from ICA Lion Group. Please keep coming so we may be informed and perhaps invest in more secure ways of keeping our money. Kale, Baba TV continues with the big story with Joseph Tamale Mirundi shortly after this. Good morning.